My name is Kurt Easlip, and this is my love letter to my grandmother. My grandma was always the one who loved to preserve our memories, and so this is my attempt at preserving hers.
I just, you know, when you think about things and thoughts come in your head, and I just thought, growing up, even from the kids were babies, June was very much into filmmaking, very much into, to the point where we'd say, oh, here comes Mom again with her films and her lights and her cameras, and I remember the kids practically running the other way when she would do it. But she's got the most wonderful films of the kids. She was such an interest to her and a passion.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Are you? These are my friends from school. These are my friends from school.
Your school?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're doing a little film for our class actually. I know you'd like that because you like to do. You used to like make home movies, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm in the film actually. We're doing a little video. Oh, here we are.
Nothing
Here, there's
huge stood out in the beginning, just little things, forgetting the kids' birthdays. And that's something she never, ever did. She remembered everyone's birthday, everyone's any type of special moment, whether it be an anniversary. The cards were always there in the mail beforehand. And then all of a sudden we noticed that those things weren't happening anymore.
And I think that's what we attributed the first part of it to being. It's just age and forgetfulness. And, you know, we know in our lives sometimes we forget things that are quite normal, that weren't important to us. But this was becoming too regular.
We had her come here to live with us, hoping that she could remain living with us for a couple of years, for sure, to begin with. And then gradually we would see what we would do after that. Obviously it went rapidly. Her dementia, her Alzheimer's, progressed a little more rapidly than what we thought. And we had a lady from the CCAC come, and they're a community-based group that come in when you have elders in your home, especially ones that are suffering from dementia, Alzheimer's, that sort of thing, where extra care and extra information is needed. You want to make sure you're doing the right thing. They come in and monitor all along. So she knew, even long before we did the situation, there were times that she could go all day long and just be perfectly fine, not tired and not mixed up. But then it would get so you would ask her how her day was, and she'd be overwhelmed with, she had a busy day, when in reality she maybe had one or two things that she did outside the home, but it seemed to overwhelm her.
But it all sort of came to an end for us when we found that both Sandy and I didn't have a night where we slept through. We were always up, keeping our ears peeled to see if Mom was up or not, because it was quite a common thing for her to get up in the middle of the night and be hungry. And she would go downstairs and make herself something to eat, so somebody would come down and make something for her, whether it be Derek or Kurt or Cassandra or Sandy and I. Somebody had to be here.
My goodness, what are they doing?
we're doing a little film for our class actually.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Just like you used to do, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Things became jokes amongst all of us. We handled things as lightly as possible, that when something wasn't remembered or when something was a little bit forgotten or whatever, we would make a joke about it, you know, just being part of life. I know you used to always, you know, come at me a little bit because I would make too many jokes, but, you know, it was my way of just handling the fact that nobody can change what's happening here.
Yeah.
Our talks with our doctor were the same thing. He basically concurred with us that this was starting in her life. It was a dementia style of creeping into her, and things would just eventually get worse. And we couldn't treat it any differently than that. And I think probably our most fortunate thing is that we were with her all the time.
There's my sweetheart.
Yeah? Is that Mom? You remember Mom, obviously. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
So this is nice, isn't it? It's nice to see Kurt and his friends and the project that they're doing with school. And,
Yeah.
and it's kind of fun to see the difference now with the equipment
Yeah.
than when you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how you used to put the sound on? You would film,
Yeah.
put the sound on afterwards.
Yeah.
And you,
Yeah.
And then you do, remember your station, you'd have to cut up the film?
Yeah.
And then what'd you have to do? You'd have to glue it? Is that what you had to do to edit, basically? Yeah, that's way different than what we used to do, what we do now. It'd be we actually have all your old equipment at our house.
He's gone off with the dog.
Oh, he's just going for a walk. Lola's probably anxious. Yeah.
Remember when you lived at the house and you'd throw the ball? We always had to keep Lola a little bit active.
Yeah.
We'd throw the ball over and over.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you swam in the pool at our house, Mom? Do you remember swimming in the pool and Lola would lay on the deck?
I don't remember that.
No, you
No.
loved to swim.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, probably if you saw the pool, you would remember. Yeah.
I'm getting old, that's what the whole thing is.
That's okay. We have lots of these good memories, that's for sure. That's all that matters, really.
That's nice.
Yeah. There were a few things that we soon learned just by trial and error that did calm her down. On the days that she'd get upset where she couldn't remember things, she didn't remember her children, that sort of thing, and that would upset her because she knew that there was another part of her life that was missing, she couldn't remember. So we would go upstairs, and she has a photo album, and we would go over the photo album with her. A lot of the pictures are very old from her, when her parents were alive, that sort of thing, just family pictures. And it gave her a great deal of comfort, and it got so everyone in the family knew that that was the thing to do. And just reminding her that it was okay that she didn't remember, that we remembered for her, and that she would remember maybe the next day, so not to worry about it. And that really calmed her down, just talking with her that way. And now her own grandson is doing the same thing at college, and filmmaking and editing. And when she did have somewhat of a memory, we would tell her. She was so pleased with that. And I know she would be even now. And it just seems happy and sad at the same time that now her grandson is filming her and her life when it was her passion to do the same thing, and now he's doing it for her. I'm sorry.
So you're having fun, boys?
Oh, always. We love doing this. Because after
I did some things like this too.
Yeah.
Now he's doing it for her and her life because it would make her really happy.